Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
You know what I remember when you were born?
Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome into the broadcast booth here inside the Davis Event Center as the Holmes Bulldogs take the road tonight to face off with ICC in the friendly confines of their home gymnasium. Jordan Smith alongside Jim Ingram to bring you all the action tonight from Fulton. As Jim, you take a look at this here, ICC comes into the night at 5-6. They're in that fourth spot in the North Division. Holmes just a little bit ahead of them there at 7-3. This was a game that was the first leg of it played back in February. Holmes really had their way with ICC on their own home court. Won that one 66-45, but if you look at what ICC's done over the course of the last couple of weeks, this isn't the same basketball team we saw back in mid-February.
You're right, Jordan. We've improved shooting the ball, free throw percentage, three-point shooting everywhere, and we've got some new guys making some noise, so we're playing a lot better. We hope it happens tonight at home.
And you talk about those new guys and how they've played better. I mean, Kean Mims, Hunter Stacy, Deshaun Berry, those three guys, you know, Mims, he's 6 straight double-digit games for the freshman out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Stacy and Berry, they went for new career highs on Saturday against Delta. That's 3 guys that originally were just role players coming off the bench for you that have really stepped into their own in the last couple of weeks.
They're playing a lot more minutes. He's developing a lot of depth. And we talk about Mims. He is showing so much aggressiveness out there, hitting the boards, rebounding, scoring. He's been a key player for helping Brandon Brown out as your second alternate to score for us.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our keys to the game tonight, Jim. We were talking in the pregame a few minutes ago before we came on the air. ICC started out the year struggling so terribly off the free throw line, but we've seen that percentage gain about 13 points over the course of the last couple of weeks. They've got it up to nearly a 64% clip now, which still is not great by any means, but worlds better than where you were at a month ago.
No doubt about it, and I'm looking at rebounds. They averaged 38 a game, talking about Holmes. We are now averaging 36 a game, so that's about even. They've got a little better shooting percentage than us. No, excuse me, we both shoot 42%. They shoot 34% from 3. We're shooting 27% from 3. We talked about free throws. We have improved up to 64%. Holmes shoots 71%. We need to make some more moves tonight, find a way to win on our home court.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for Holmes, then we'll take a break, come back with the ICC starting lineup after that. They'll start at the point guard, Caleb Higgins. Higgins, a sophomore out of Callaway, and Jackson's a 6'4 sophomore, or 5'10 sophomore, out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Got off the wrong number there. Higgins leads them in scoring at 19.5 points per game. The 2 guard will be Tyler Talley, averaging right over 5 points per game, the sophomore guard out of Starkville. At the 3 spot, Darius Clark, who leads the team with an 88% clip off the free throw line, averaging nearly 8 points per game, the sophomore out of Indianola Gentry. The 4 spot will be Ahmad Anthony, 6 points per game, 5 rebounds per game for the sophomore out of Jackson Callaway at 6'4". And the center will be LJ Olanika, 4 points per game, 6 rebounds for the center out of Garland, Texas. That is a freshman at 6'9", down low. They're coached by Jason Flanagan and are 7-3 on the season. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the ICC starting lineup brought to you by Coke right after this.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
You know what I remember when you were born?
Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
We've just been introduced to the starters for the Holmes Bulldogs, coached by Coach Jason Flanagan. That is Higgins, Talley, Clark, Anthony, and Olenika. Now we'll take you to the floor for the ICC starting lineup, brought to you by Coke. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. That's a look at the ICC starting lineup. We'll get a little more into depth with that. Rod Jones will draw the start again tonight at the point guard spot, averaging nearly 10 points per game. 6'1", 160 freshman out of Albany, Georgia. At the two-guard spot will be Hunter Stacy. Stacy leads the team at nearly 40% from the three-point line. 6'4", 175 freshman out of Biggersville, Mississippi. At the three spot will be TJ Wallace, averaging nearly 7 points per game. The three spot, 6'4", 165 sophomore out of Amory. The four-man will be Tremontis Mitchell, who's really played well over the course of the last month, averaging up over 7 points per game now. 6'5", 215 sophomore out of Jackson Provine. And the five spot will be the big fella, Walter Hamilton, 6'9", 200 freshman out of Potts Camp, as the opening tip is up and controlled by ICC. That first tip brought to you by First American National Bank. ICC in their home grays, maroon with black numerals for the Holmes Bulldogs. Going to be a little tough to see out there, Jim, on the defensive end here. That black numeral on the maroon jersey, not the easiest thing in the world to look at.
You're right, Jordan. They need to be in white so we can see them.
Going to be a foul called on TJ Wallace down low, as they say, off the low block. He pushed off a little bit, so a quick foul on ICC's first offensive possession of the night. We'll give Holmes their first look at it. So we'll see Tyler Talley Sophomore out of Starkville. 4 sophomores, 1 freshman in the starting lineup tonight for Holmes. Talley runs the show as the point guard. He's being defended out top by Rod Jones. Pass goes left side, now off into the corner. Ball being defended by Stacy. Penetrate lane, now back out top with 8 seconds to play on the shot clock. Talley operating left, off screen by the big fella. Pulls up for 3, whistle. And a foul away from the basketball with 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. I thought they could have got Talley for a travel.
You get that on Rod Jones?
And they did get Rod Jones for the foul, and I assume that's going to have to be on a box out down low as the shot was forced at the buzzer. So ICC bails out Holmes here. He's going to give him another look at it.
Got 20 seconds now.
So Higgins, leading scorer, will throw it in under the goal. Now gets the ball back in the far side corner. Working against Jones there, who has a personal foul on him now. Back to Talley out top of the key from a step inside the three-point line. Puts up no good. Rebound controlled by Walter Hamilton. Good job boxing out the big fella, Olenika. Olenika, the freshman out of Texas for Holmes.
Good job by the Indians. 18-50. We just started the game. 0-0 ICC and Holmes.
Man-to-man on the defensive end. Jones working off screen. Now gives to Stacy in the corner. Drives the lane. Hand off to Hamilton off the glass. In and good. And the big fella out of Potts Camp early into the scoring column. So a 2-0 lead for ICC as they break the scoreless streak here to open up this one. 18:30 to go first half. Holmes will try to answer back. Olenika off far side block, puts the ball on the ground. Now gets back to the post down low with Anthony, who puts it up with the right hand. Good, and ties us up at 2. Nice pass down low there by Olenika. They list him at 6'9". I don't have a weight, but he's well put together down low. Athletic build from the freshman out of Garland, Texas. Rolett High School, where he played his college ball, or his high school ball. That's another turnover there by ICC, and that's 2 turnovers in the first 3 possessions.
Need to settle down, Jordan. 2-2, 18:06 left in the first half.
As we look back at the game about a month ago, Holmes won at 66-45. Brandon Brown led ICC with 11 points. Higgins scored 18, though, for Holmes. But the difference in the game was ICC, who was not known as a three-point shooting team, they took 19 threes and only made 2 of those. So tough night on the offensive end for the Indians down in Goodman. As missed 3-point shot there by Holmes. Rebound controlled by T.J. Wallace. And here comes ICC back into the front court. Jones swings it back to Mitchell off the left side. Now back out top of the key with Wallace, working against that man-to-man. Now back to Jones, puts it on the floor with his right hand, pulls up from 8 feet, rolls around no good, and rebounded by Higgins. Higgins, very athletic, shot out of a cannon down the lane, floater from the logo, in and good. Could have been a foul call there to go with it, but no call, and that gives Holmes their first lead of the night at 4-2.
4-2 Holmes against ICC, 17:15 left in the first half.
Jones working against Talley up the floor. Hand off to Hamilton, who puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. And again, rebounded by the Bulldogs. Now, quick outlet pass up the floor. Foul from behind. As Anthony attacked the glass off the right side. Couldn't get it to go, and he'll go to the line now for 2.
I think Mitchell tripped him accidentally, but they called the foul on him.
Foul does go against Shamontis Mitchell. Mitchell's first, team's third. So 3 quick fouls here in the first half on ICC. No fouls called on Holmes to start this one. And we'll see Ahmad Anthony step to the free throw line. First shot by Anthony off the front iron, then rolls around in and good. Anthony's 12 of 15 on the year from the free throw line, so that's an 80% clip. And this is a Holmes team that shoots the free throws at well over 70%, so they've been pretty good off the line this year. Both shots are true for Anthony and expands that lead out to 6-2 for Holmes. Then off the made free throw, they're going to go immediately into the full court press. Wallace now trapped at the scorer's table, gets the ball up the floor to Mitchell. Now 3-on-2 in the transition. Lots of contact there, but no call. I thought the official on the baseline was going to call it, but he did not. Put his hand up in the air, but didn't blow the whistle. Now Talley for 3, rolls around no good. Rebounded, though, by the offensive unit for Holmes, and now they'll reset on the offensive end with Caleb Higgins out top. Olenika doing work against Walter Hamilton down low. Original starting 5 for both teams on the floor still, 4 minutes into the game. Out top with Olenika, put the ball on the floor, but he took a couple steps before he did that.
Good job by ICC playing a man-to-man defense, 4-set turnover. Jordan, we got to get some offense going. 16:29 left in the first half, 6-2 Holmes.
And here's the first substitute into the game as we see Brandon Weatherspoon checks into the game. Weatherspoon, sophomore out of Canton, and you know, Weatherspoons have been pretty good in the basketball realm in the state of Mississippi for a while. That is the brother of Q Weatherspoon and Nick Weatherspoon, who were standouts at Mississippi State. Weatherspoon not in the starting lineup tonight, but he is averaging 15 points per game, so deadly shooter is how he's known on the offensive end. 6-2, Holmes leads as ICC trying to get the ball in the corner to Stacy. It was knocked out of bounds by Higgins and will retain possession with 15 seconds on the shot clock.
If you just joined, this is 6-2 Holmes, up 16-14 left in the first half.
So Wallace will throw it in front of the Holmes bench, gets it into Stacy, now kicks left side to Mitchell. As ICC's tried to get the ball down low, but tough fighting down there with all that size from Holmes. Now down to 5 seconds. Jones penetrates lane off right side in, a good foul, and it'll go to the line for one more. Rod Jones attacks off the right side, uses the glass to his advantage. Foul call is going to go against Tyler Talley for Holmes, his first, team's first. And Jones will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Good job by Rod Jones. They were in a tight man-to-man. He just drove to the lane, got the layup.
Free throw off the right side iron, no good. So lead stands at 6-4 for Holmes at the 16-minute mark here in the first half. Now 1-2-2 press for ICC again off the free throw. Talley out top trying to get it off the corner to Weatherspoon. Ball's deflected out of bounds, and Holmes will maintain possession. Seen both teams active on the defensive end. They've changed that defensive look. Coach Bozeman, Coach Flanagan for Holmes, both known for doing that defensively. The entry pass comes to Darius Clark, right side wing, now down low with Anthony with the basketball. Right hand puts it up off the back iron, no good. Rebound cleared by Mitchell, and here comes ICC on the offensive end.
Good defense by Mitchell, also got the rebound.
Jones swings left side to Wallace, now to Stacy off left side corner. Back into a man-to-man set is Holmes on this possession. Jones swings back now right side with Wallace. Dribbles between the legs, now entry pass down low to Hamilton. Kicks back into the corner with Mitchell, who pulls up for three out of the corner, rolls around, no good, and rebound cleared by the Dogs. Good look there on the offensive end for ICC. Mitchell just couldn't get the corner three to go. And now he's defending on that end. Pull up three, step back variety, no good. Rebound knocked around, ends up out of bounds off of the leg of Walter Hamilton for ICC. And now we'll see mass substitution. Rod Pendleton checks into the game. Brandon Brown into the game. Deshaun Berry into the game. Kean Mims into the game. So 5 fresh faces out there now for ICC. Well, 4, as Rod Jones does stay on the floor for the guys in the gray. 6-4, Holmes leads. Entry pass down low. Mims fights for it. It goes off his hand. Holmes maintains possession as they're trying to get it into Darius Clark, sophomore out of Indianola Gentry. 19 seconds on the shot clock as Higgins will inbound the basketball under the goal. Right side again to Clark, who's working against Mims. Spins around in the lane, gets it off the front iron, can't get it to go. And Jones, somehow Rod Jones, the smallest guy on the floor, clears the rebound.
He got up then. Good rebound by Rod.
So we see Brandon Brown now checks into the game off the bench tonight. Brown leads ICC in scoring at 19 points per game. Mims has it now back to Pendleton off right side. Swings back to Berry. Now Brown left side corner. Back to Berry out top. 10 on the shot clock. Now with Pendleton. Back to Jones. Now back to Berry left side corner. Pulls up for three there. Off the front iron, no good. Brown gets his own rebound though, but turned it over. He had an opportunity to lay it up, but he didn't expect the lane to part the way that it did. Tried to kick it back out top, and it was an easy interception for Holmes. Anthony with it, off near side corner, working against Mims. Got up in the air, lost handle of the basketball, but Holmes has it back with Clark. Now 32, Zantius Thornton checks into the game. He gets to go off the right side, fouled in the process, and he'll go to the line for the and one.
8-4, Holmes up by 4, 14-13 left in the first half.
That foul is on Brown, his first, team's fourth. As Zantius Thornton, freshman out of Christian Collegiate Academy, will step to the line for the and one opportunity. As he gets the free throw to go and now pushes the lead out to 9-4. Largest lead of the night for Holmes. 14-10 to go in this one. At least in the first half, that is. As Kean Mims walks the basketball up the court against the full court pressure. Picked pocket, though, and here comes Holmes. Numbers out front, 3-on-1 variety. Good pass down low, and finally flushed there by Asa Williams off the right side. That's how you want to operate in fast break.
No doubt about it. Unselfish pass. Largest lead tonight. 11-4 Holmes. 13:45 left in the first half.
Indians trail by 7. As Jim mentioned, 13:45 to go. Mims tried to get down low with Brown, who tried to finish it with off the left side with the right hand, but just had too much on it. And again, shot out of a cannon. Alley-oop variety. Ball comes down low. Knocked out of there, though, by Olenika. Now back up the second time is Weatherspoon. It goes. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for one. Well, you can just see right now there's intensity on one side of the floor and not very much on the other, Jim.
They've shown a lot of intensity. You mentioned getting the rebounds, all the loose balls. And that's why they have a 9-point lead here with 13:29 left in the first half.
That foul goes on Kean Mims, his first, team's fifth. So 5 fouls on ICC just over 6 minutes into the contest. So Weatherspoon takes the ball, thinks about it. The lefty puts it up and good. And now a 10-point advantage for Holmes. And ICC hasn't scored in nearly 4 minutes.
And they are 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Mims and Brown working against that full court pressure to get the basketball up the floor. As Mims has played really well the last couple of weeks. 6 straight games in double-digit figures for the freshman out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. He works against Olenika, now gives off to Brown. He backpedals out beyond the three-point line. Looks for somewhere to go, finds Pendleton. Now swing it across the arc to Jones. Starts right now left into the lane. Good pass to Mims off right side. Can't go, but is fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots. Nice pass there by Rod Jones in the lane to find the streaker open to the glass, and Mims all but finished it as he got fouled from behind.
Mims shooting 2. We're down 14-4, 13 minutes left in the first half.
First foul on LJ Olenika, the big fella out of Garland, Texas. His first free throw by Mims barely gets any rim. No good. As Olenika subs off the floor, Isaiah Sheffield, freshman out of Lewisburg High School up in the DeSoto County area, checks into the contest. Here's the second free throw by Mims. It rattles around, no good. Rebound bounced around. Now ICC gets it back with Brown. Out top, they'll get a fresh shot clock to get a look here on offense. Well, no, the free throw's not good by Mims, but the offense does get another look. So you win some, you lose some there offensively if you're ICC. 8 on the shot clock, though. Don't have a lot of time here. Jones out top, now 5. Starts right, now back left into the lane. He's going to pass off to Brown. He's got to get it one up. Forces the 3 up, and it hits the bottom of the net. Well, that's one of those, if you're Brandon Brown, you don't have a choice but to throw that one up as the horn's going off, and sometimes it finds the bottom of the net.
Jordan, we need it badly. They've been on a big run. We cut it now 14-7, 12:20 left in the first half.
First field goal for ICC in nearly 5 minutes as Thornton drives again off the left side, gets it up to go, and now back out to a 9-point advantage for Holmes.
Thornton's leading the team with 5 points.
Mims pulls up for 3 straight on. Front iron no good. Rebound controlled by Holmes. Now knocked around and finally back under control for the guys in maroon. And they pull up 3 for Weatherspoon off the right side. No good. Mims with a rebound. He's just going to walk the basketball up the floor and allow things to settle back down as the track meet broke out here for a moment.
16-7. Holmes up by 9. 11:50 left in the first half.
Deshaun Berry off right side. Now Jones swings to Mims. Right side wing. Being defended over there up close in the man-to-man. Pendleton back to Mims. 4 guards around Brandon Brown as your post guy down low. A little contact as he puts it up off the right side. And, you know, nothing too egregious there. Just a dribble out there with both hands, turns that shoulder into the glass, and gets it up to go off the right side.
Good no call.
5 points in this one so far for Brown. Only 9 for ICC, so he's got more than half. Holmes, for the 3rd time in the first half, an and-one opportunity as Mason Riley drives right side, is fouled, gets the bucket to go, it'll go to the line for one more. As Coach Flanagan, Jim, is deep into his bench early in this one.
I've got them playing. How many of you got? 10?
At least 10.
And we played 9.
As Mims subs off the floor, Mitchell comes back in. But it's an 18-9 advantage. That's 2 fouls on Mims, by the way. So 16 fouls, 11:23 to go in the first half. There's Riley, the freshman out of Velma Jackson, puts up the free throw. It rattles around in and good. So back to a 10-point advantage for Holmes. ICC led this one 2-0, but Holmes stormed back and has not turned back since that point.
19-9, Indians down by 10, have the ball, 11-10 left in the first half.
And they're still stuck with 4 guards out beyond the arc as finally now Berry gets down off that elbow, but not been much of a post presence here early in this one for ICC. Brown out near the timeline to the left side, 10 on the shot clock. Pendleton now straight up, back to Brown, working in that man-to-man. Is going to pull up a 3 from the same spot again, no good, and rebounded by Holmes. Just have not been able to get the basketball in the paint consistently whatsoever. Quick pass up the floor, knocked loose from behind by Rod Jones, and now here comes ICC. Good defensive possession as Eric Bozeman's going to call a timeout. He's seen enough of the offense. He's going to get substitutions, and he's going to regroup offensively. 19-9, Holmes leads, 10:43 to go in the first half. Let's take a break, and we'll be back after this. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
19-9, Holmes leads this one, 10:43 to go in the first half. As Jim, we were talking there during the break, Coach Jason Flanagan has done a great job early in this one in taking away the dribble drive from Brandon Brown.
No doubt about it. He's going to let Brandon Brown take the outside shot and say, hey, if he makes it, they beat us. But he's not going to let them drive, get those layups, those putbacks that Brandon Brown's known for doing underneath the goal. He's going to make Brandon Brown shoot the outside shot.
Well, it's really been a lack of a post presence altogether for ICC early in this one, as they got an early bucket from Walter Hamilton, but other than that, there's been nothing going in the paint down low.
And we're down by 10, 19-9, 10:43 left in the first half.
ICC nearly turns it over off the inbound there. They threw it off Brown's foot on the entry pass, but then nonetheless, they do get it into the offensive set. Let's see what the difference will be here coming out of the timeout. Brown gets it off left side. He got into the lane. He was tripped, so he was able to work off that screen, get down there, as Brown's a little bit slow to get up on this one as he was tripped up from behind.
You got to believe Coach Bozeman said drive. We got to get underneath, got to have an inside presence.
Well, and you want to get them in a little foul trouble too. Only the third foul for Holmes in the first half. That one goes against Zentius Thornton, his first, team's third. Brown will be toward with the entry pass. Comes to Stacy, pulls up 3, almost missed everything as it overshot. And here comes Holmes. Thornton with it up the near side. Resets the offense, defended by Brandon Brown. Now goes left. They've got a presence down low, have not been able to get the ball there. Good defense down low by Deshaun Berry, who's given up some size there, but he's been able to front that post well. Now into the paint comes Thornton again. And again, just right there in Stacy's face, they hit that little floater from the logo.
And Thornton is leading them with 7 points tonight.
Off the bench, Zentius Thornton out of Christian Collegiate Academy. This says Brooklyn. I don't know if that's Brooklyn, New York, or if there's a Brooklyn, Mississippi. I don't know about, but Thornton's played well here early in this one. Turnover. Holmes with the basketball back. Numbers on the offensive end as it's knocked loose. They finally get it set back with Clark. Clark thought about the dribble drive, but kicked back out top with Thornton and resets on the offensive end. But aggressive style of play early on in this one for the Bulldogs. Trying to get into that set play. Now out top, Riley's got it. Drives off to the left. Has a screen from Williams. Now comes back right, gives back to Clark. Now Clark working against Berry, gets into the lane all the way, rolls around off the glass in and good. It's just a dribble drive there from Darius Clark, and he gets it all the way in there. Clark's a good-looking player. 6'4" sophomore, averages nearly 8 points per game, leads the team with 48% from the field. And he's had a good attacking style early in this one.
Jordan Largest leading the night for Holmes, up by 14. 9 minutes left in the first half.
Just not much happening on either end for ICC. Berry drives into the lane, left side, ball knocked loose. There's a foul called, and again, though only the fourth, they were going to say that wasn't a shooting variety. I would think that's on the floor.
I think it's on the floor too. He tried to sell it at the end.
Foul goes against 11. Asa Williams, his first, team's fourth. It is on the floor, so ICC will have the basketball. 20 seconds resets the shot clock as substitutions, and even deeper into that bench goes Jason Flanagan. So we see Isaiah Sheffield checks into the game for the first time tonight. Caleb Higgins back in, as well as Ahmad Anthony. I mean, it's just been a steady diet of rotation over there. It's hard to keep up with who's on the floor for them, as they're just constantly keeping those fresh legs out there. Inbound pass comes to Stacy, defended over there by Sheffield. Swing pass across the floor now to Wallace, now corner to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Wallace off right side wing, swings back to Jones. Back Stacy now corner. It's just been a constant outside the arc, nothing down low. Wallace has it right side corner, 3 on the shot clock. He's going to have to make something happen. As he drives, gets it to the glass, and is able to get it to go. Nice job attacking there at the last minute. As don't know where that's been all night, but as he finally attacks there, he gets it to go.
Maybe that's the key. The shot clock running down will make something happen, go to the goal.
ICC scored 11 points, and 5 of those tonight has been as the horn was going off on the shot clock. As for the 4th time tonight, Holmes is going to go to the line for an and one opportunity as Ahmad Anthony gets it to go off the right side. Stacy came in with a slap and hit his arm. Gets called for his first foul, team 7th, and an and one shot here coming from Anthony.
25-11. Bulldogs up by 14, 8:13 left in the first half.
Jim, it's been one of the uglier halves we've seen from ICC here so far through about 12 minutes. As the free throw's up and good for Anthony. Now a 15-point advantage for Holmes, 8:13 to go in the contest, or in the first half of the contest.
We need to find a way to cut this to 10 by halftime.
But some vicious man-to-man defense by Holmes on the defensive side. Just look how they flock to the basketball. They don't give any room for ICC. As soon as that pass gets there, they're right on top. As pull-up 3 hits the bottom of the net there for Wallace. As Wallace is heating up a little bit here. 5 points over the course of the last minute for the sophomore out of Amory.
Good job by Wallace. 26-14. Bulldogs up by 12 with the ball. 7:35 left to half.
So back to a 12-point advantage. Under 8 to play in the first half. As Higgins leads him with 19 points per game. Only 2 in the first half so far tonight, but he hadn't had to do it. As he's had a steady diet of help from Ahmad Anthony and Zentius Thornton on the offensive end. Nice ball movement there. The ball's knocked loose by Stacy, and here comes ICC in the transition.
Good defense by Hunter Stacy.
Yeah, good job there by Holmes as well to cut that off. ICC pulls it out, resets on the offensive end. Wallace off the right side wing beyond the arc. Now Brown straight up, thinks about the 3. Gives back to Wallace, 13 on the shot clock. He drives all the way to the lane. It's in and good. Count the basket. And he's fouled and will go to the line for one more. TJ Wallace has gone for 7 points in the last minute and 30 seconds.
No doubt about it. And the guy tried to set up a charge. He's too far underneath the goal. Got a chance for a 3-point play.
Foul goes on Darius Clark, his first team's 5th. And you know, if I'm Eric Bozeman, I'm saying, all right, we're going to attack. We're going to attack with TJ Wallace because he's had some success there.
And we got it down to 10. We talked about that. Let's get it down to 5 here before half.
As Darius Clark, who's played well here early in this one, is going to limp off the floor. As he was trying to take that charge there, looks like they may have banged knees or something at the end of that play. And he'll go over to the bench. As we're wiping up a wet spot down below the goal. Referee's waiting with the basketball for this free throw opportunity coming from TJ Wallace.
Jordan, TJ showed up here you mentioned the last minute and a half, 7 points to help the Indians.
Averages 6.5. He's been one of those guys that's been in the starting lineup almost throughout the year. Been a great role player for ICC. Plays very much in control. You can look for him on the offensive end. Plays good defensively. Smart basketball player. As I don't have any idea what we're doing right here. I thought they had the wet spot wiped up. We're ready to shoot free throws, and everybody's huddled up. Now finally we're ready for this free throw. So the and one opportunity took us a couple minutes to finally get that shot. Well, here comes the free throw from TJ. As it hits off the back iron, shoots straight up in the air and off as a miss. TJ's only shot 10 free throws this year. That's an impressive number to me. He's been on the floor, it seems like, all year long, but hasn't been able to get to the line very much. It's for the first time tonight, 2-3 zone on the defensive end. Is alley-oop thrown down by Brandon Weatherspoon. He's fouled and will go to the line for one. Are they going to say an offensive foul?
Illegal pick.
An illegal screen. So Weatherspoon was all by himself. As here's the replay. I'm going to take a look at it off Adam's screen. It wasn't as much an illegal screen as it was a trip by Isaiah Sheffield.
But he's shooting.
Well, no, they called it on us.
So
there wasn't a very good motion made there. They're going to give it on Shamontis Mitchell. It was more of a trip made there by Isaiah Sheffield as Weatherspoon came off of that, off the right side wing, threw down the alley-oop, and now he's going to go up for the free throw. It misses off the back iron, but a violent dunk there by Brandon Weatherspoon off the alley-oop opportunity. As first time ICC gone to the 2-3 zone, they got in behind it, nearly tore the rim off the backboard.
And Holmes has gone to his zone also here.
Back to a 12-point advantage now for Holmes. Is ICC learning to navigate that. Stacy for 3 out of the corner, bottom of the net, in and good. And that's how you keep him out of a zone, is you just shoot him straight out of it. As Stacy hits the bottom of the net, as the three-point line has been the one thing that's kind of kept ICC in striking distance tonight, as they have 3 threes, one from Brown, one from Stacy, and one from Wallace. Nearly 6 minutes to go, 9-point advantage for Holmes. As Thornton drives in the lane, took one too many steps. So a turnover for Holmes, and ICC is going to get it back with a chance to cut the lead even further.
6:05, as Jordan mentioned, left in the half, 28-19. Indians down by 9, have the ball.
It's just free substitutions there for Coach Flanagan over and over, as now we're having a conversation over at the scores table. And I don't know if it's about where the foul went, what that could be. By my sheet, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 8 on ICC. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Holmes. That's what the board reads. As Jason Flanagan is going to step over there and check on things at the scores table as well. But this is kind of an awkward time to be over there for a conversation. So let's set the floor here for ICC. You've got Brandon Brown, Rod Jones, Hunter Stacy, TJ Wallace, and Walter Hamilton. That's the 5 out there for the Indians. For Holmes, it's Caleb Higgins, Tyler Talley, Isaiah Sheffield, Brandon Weatherspoon, and Ahmad Anthony on the floor. And actually, Weatherspoon has checked off. They've got LJ Olenika in there now.
Now all 3 officials are getting together.
And I just don't know what this could be about. I think I heard the official say a one-shot technical foul. Is that right?
May have not had somebody on the book.
That would almost have to be what it is. And, I mean, I guess scores table notified the officials that somebody checked into the game that was not on the book. I don't know who just checked into the game, though, that has not been in the game for several minutes. As Hunter Stacy will be chored with the free throw. It's up and good, so that cuts it back to an 8-point advantage. ICC will still have the basketball. But that's really, guys, the only thing that could be there is it's got to be somebody on the floor for Holmes that was not originally on the book.
I agree with you, Jordan, and I guess our people doing the books just noticed it and informed the officials.
From the scores table, the text says was not in the book correctly, so that could be wrong number written down, a multitude of things, as Jones just throws the basketball away there, and that's about the 3rd or 4th. Just unforced turnover. You can talk about unforced errors in tennis a lot. Well, that's nothing but an unforced error right there as they sail the basketball out of bounds. So you cut it back to single digits at 8, under 6 minutes to play, and Holmes will look to stretch it back out to double digits. Talley with it now out top with Olenika, back to Higgins. Higgins looking down low as size advantage definitely favors Holmes down low. His ball's blocked though as it goes up for a shot by Anthony. As Hamilton got in there and knocked it away. Now Brown quickly out in transition. Jones for 3 out of the corner, bottom of the net, and is cut to a 5-point advantage as ICC's got hot from beyond the arc.
Good job by Rod Jones. You mentioned, Jordan, that's our 4th 3 of the game.
This is how Holmes likes to play. Quick tempo is a whistle and a foul. Hand check there as Higgins drove through the lane. That's going to be 9 fouls on ICC, so it's going to be free throws upcoming. That's Tyler Talley. So I'm having trouble telling Talley and Higgins apart, as they're about the same size. The 5 and the 2 on their jersey looks a lot alike if they're moving quickly. The truth be told, they just kind of look a little bit alike out there. As Talley will go to the line here for 2. Tyler Talley, sophomore out of Starkville. And, you know, we talked about Wallace only shooting 9 free throws for ICC this year. Talley has been a starter for them throughout the year. He's only shot 6. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1 right there, though. So altogether, productive trip down the floor for ICC.
Down by 5, 28-23. We have the ball, 5:10 left in halftime.
Deshaun Berry out top now gets the basketball through Hamilton. Down low block to Brandon Brown. Back to Hamilton. He's going to pull up from a step inside the 3-point line. No good, and I'm not sure if that's really in range for Big Walter. So 5-point advantage for Holmes. They've got it up the floor they go with Higgins. Being defended on ball by Rod Jones. Off the 3-point Sheffield. Front iron no good. Rebounded by Brandon Brown for the Indians. Under 5 to play in the first half. Holmes is led by as much as 15, but ICC's cut it to a 5-point advantage. ICC led it 2-0 early, but it was a quick run back. A 6-0 run gave Holmes the lead. They've led ever since. 15 on the shot clock. Jones off the screen, splits it by Hamilton, loses the basketball, and now up out front all by himself as Higgins, he lays up off the left side for the second time tonight. Higgins scores, and that gives him 4 points.
Turnovers hurting us right now, Jordan.
That's
Unforced
it.
turnovers.
Had 16 of those turnovers in Goodman back about a month ago. Tonight, that number's not been very kind as well. As Jones fadeaway 3 from the right side arc in and good, and cut that lead back to 4.
Good job by Rod Jones leading the team with 8 points tonight. Down by 4, 4 minutes left at halftime.
This may be the best 3-point shooting half of the season so far for ICC. Talley for 3. It goes, and just tit for tat from the 3-point line right now.
Tyler Talley, his first 3 points tonight. They're up by 7, 3:50 until halftime.
That's the first tray of the night for Holmes, but it's been 5 trays by ICC that's kept them in the game. They only shoot it at about a 27% clip, but they've shot it much better than that so far here tonight. Jones, step back 3 off the left side. It almost went as it hit the back iron and rolled off of the front. Now here comes Higgins, up quickly to Talley. He'll try for another one. He gets another one as Talley's got hot off the right side arc.
He's feeling it. Extends the lead back to 10, 36-26 Holmes, 3:20 until half.
That's what happens with a good three-point shooter. You cut it to 4, 2 trips down the floor, and it's back out to 10 just that quickly. As Talley, he'd only shot threes at about 25% this year, but he's shooting them well so far tonight. His cross-court pass to Jones, and he traveled. Another one of those unforced turnovers there as he had an open look, fought against it, drove the lane, and shuffled his feet before he put the basketball on the floor.
All right, Jordan, we're down by 10, 3 minutes till halftime. Need to make up some room here and cut it to 5. Some way, somehow before half.
Rodarian Pendleton checks into the game, subs off Rod Jones. He's having a little teaching moment over there with Coach Eric Bozeman. There's 3 minutes to go in the first half, 10-point advantage for the Bulldogs. They've led it by as much as 15. ICC had it cut to 4 2 possessions ago, but two quick threes by Tyler Talley pushed the lead back out to double digits. Half court set. It's good to see Darius Clark back in there. He came off the floor injured a little while ago. He splits defenders in the lane and finishes it with the right hand, and back to 12 points we go.
38-26, Bulldogs up by 12, 2:35 left to halftime.
Pendleton walks the basketball up the floor, picks up his dribble, now gives to Stacy off his right side. Swings it all the way across the floor. A tackle made by ICC's own player. And again, here comes Clark for Holmes. He'll finish it again off the right side as ICC's just turning the basketball over left and right.
We had 2 players going for the ball at the same time, knocked each other down. Got an easy layup for the Bulldogs.
And quickly back out to 14. Well, at the 4-minute mark, it was a 4-point lead for Holmes. A minute 50 later, they lead it by 14. Barry has it off the right side. Now up top with Big Walter. Walter being defended on ball by Olanika. He sails one out of bounds. And Holmes gets it back again. 3 consecutive turnovers up the floor by ICC as Jalen Bean is going to check into the contest for the Indians. Sophomore out of Wheeler High School. He'll sub off Hunter Stacy. Looks like another substitution upcoming here. Now they're going to call him back, I believe. I don't know that he ever checked in. ICC's got 6 guys on the floor. As I don't know what Isaiah Thompson was doing right there, but ICC could have got teed up for that. It's Holmes now up the floor, pull-up jumper with Higgins. It rolls around no good, and Hamilton clears the board for the Indians. ICC needs something good to happen on the offensive end, and by that means you can't turn the basketball over. As Bean gets it at left side corner, pushes back out top to Pendleton. 2 forwards in the set are Brown and Hamilton down off the low block as another turnover as it's knocked loose. Holmes throws it back into the floor with Talley, and now Weatherspoon's got it into the lane, uses the glass, no good, a block foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. As what a play there by Tyler Talley as he gets a hand on it, goes up the sideline, just throws a circus throw back into the floor. Weatherspoon gets it, drives in, there's fouled, and he's going to go to the line with a chance to make this a 15 or 16-point game.
Jordan, you've talked about it all night. The unforced turnovers has been the negative tonight for the Indians.
It's Weatherspoon. He shot the free throws well this year at 76%. ICC had been doing a lot better in the turnover margin. They were only averaging right at 13 turnovers per game. But I bet they've got that in the first half here tonight.
Weatherspoon shooting the second one. They're up by 15, 41-26, a minute 21 left in halftime.
Weatherspoon takes his time on the free throw line, but he shoots them well. Made the front end there. Here comes the second one. It's up and good as well. So give Weatherspoon his 7th point of the night. 7 for Weatherspoon. As I'm looking down, there's been a timeout called on the floor. 16-point advantage. That's the largest lead of the night for the Dogs. 1:21 to go in the first half. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
(42-26), Holmes leads ICC. Almost a minute to go in the first half here as ICC got back to a 4-point game at about 5 to go, but it's imploded on the offensive end from that point. 4 consecutive turnovers on 4 consecutive trips down the floor offensively. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brandon Brown's got it off right side. Gives back to Rodarian Pendleton. Now left side corner with Barry. He drives the lane, fighting against some larger guys. He's fouled as he goes up from 4 feet out, and he'll go to the line here for 2 shots. Well, Jim, it seems to me like when ICC's attacked the basketball tonight, or attacked the hoop, they've had some success, but they haven't done that very consistently.
They haven't, Jordan, and also you mentioned the turnovers really hurt us here the last 4 or 5 minutes this first half.
Second foul there on Olanika, team 6, as Barry goes to the line, knocks the first one home. They'll have another one coming right after this. Deshaun Barry, the freshman out of Holka, he's been Mr. Consistent all over the floor, been a real leader for the Indians so far this year. Knocks both of those free throws home and gets it back to a 14-point advantage. Well, you want a good close here. You want to get a closeout defensively and hopefully get a bucket on the offensive end. There's about a 25-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Weatherspoon, little give and go, puts up off left side. They say he got fouled from behind there by Barry as he attacked it with the right side. So I was thinking maybe it goes somewhere else, but they did get Deshaun for that. His second, team's over 10, so two shots coming here for Weatherspoon. But I didn't see much of a foul.
I didn't either. He was at the line a few minutes ago and made both of them.
So Weatherspoon, as we mentioned earlier, is a 76% free throw shooter on the year. Does a good job there. If the lefty puts this one up in and good. He's 4 of 5 off the stripe so far here tonight. 39.4 seconds to go, 15-point advantage as we stand. Weatherspoon, who takes every bit of time he possibly can off the free throw line. Second one goes up in and good as well. So 9 points in the first half for the sophomore out of the Jackson area.
And leading the Bulldogs in scoring.
So ICC's got it. It's about an 8-second differential in the game clock and shot clock. But hey, the main thing here is you trail by 16. You want to get a good look going into the break. Brown's got it off left side. Working against Weatherspoon. Gives off to Pendleton. Well, there's a good look, and it hits the bottom of the net. It's Rodarian Pendleton with a three-pointer. Up and good. Well, that's the good look we were talking about as it cuts it to 13. And Holmes is going to have it with 10 seconds to get a good look here at the buzzer. Talley out top working against Jalen Bean. Starts right, now left, now back right. Fades away from 3, and it rattles around in and good. And that's going to be how we end the first half. Well, the first half 100% completely belongs to the Holmes Bulldogs, and that last bucket there at the buzzer just drives that point home, Jim.
No doubt about it, Jordan. They got a big 16-point lead, 47-31. We got to regroup here at halftime.
Let's take a break. We'll come back with the Renaissance Bank halftime report. We'll take a look at the numbers, and we'll talk about what ICC's got to do to reverse what's happening to them so far in this one. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1 million.
Pepperoni cheeser, only $7.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Trav! Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
It's been all Holmes Bulldogs here through one half, 47-31. They lead ICC by 16 at the halftime break. This is the Little Caesars halftime report. Go by and see our friends over there at Little Caesars. Pick up one of those hot and ready pizzas and bring one over here to the Davis Event Center.
That's right.
While you're at it. As Jim, ICC led it 2-0. It was a 6-0 run, gave Holmes the lead, and then they never turned back from that point. ICC cut it to 4 at one point, but then it was back-to-back threes by Talley and then a couple of turnovers by ICC, and it made this thing look like a complete blowout after one half.
You're right, Jordan. The turnovers really hurt us. Unforced turnovers, and we don't have the stats in front of us, but we've turned the ball over, I'd say, 6-7 times. Without any defense.
At least, yeah.
And it's hurt us. That's why we're down by 16 points, 47-31 at halftime.
Let's take a look at those stats from the first half, Jim.
All right, I've got this scoring here for Holmes leading them tonight. Weatherspoon has 9. Now, Talley with the 3 threes has 9. Higgins has 4. Anthony has 7. Williams has 2. Clark has 6. Thornton's had 7 points, and Mason Riley has 3. For ICC Indians leading tonight, Rod Jones has 8. TJ Wallace playing well has 7. Brandon Brown has 5. We got to get him going. Hunter Stacy has 4. Hamilton has 2. Deshaun Berry has 2. Rodarian Pilton hit a 3 there at the end of the half, but we're still down by 16, 47-31. Free throws, which is hurting us right now. ICC has shot 7. They're made 3 out of 7. Holmes been to the line 12 times tonight. They've made 10.
You know, Jim, as I look at ICC scoring, if it weren't for those 6 threes they've made, and I think we're 6 of 9 from the three-point line, if it weren't for those 6, this wouldn't be a contest whatsoever. ICC is a team that shoots the 3 ball at 27%, but they're 6 of 9 through the first half. That's the only reason we've got a game here.
No doubt about it. They stopped our inside game, and we talked about it in the first half. They are not going to let Brandon Brown drive underneath because he's so good underneath, drawing fouls, making layups, doing reverse shots. They're making him shoot from outside. That's why they're stopping him at this point.
Yeah, the athleticism out top by Higgins, Anthony, Talley, and Weatherspoon, and then the big fella down low in Olenika, as well as Clark. He's a big, long guy down there, too. That's caused some disruption on the defensive end. Let's take it over to Adam Gore. Let's take a Sonic Studio update. Let's look at what's happening in the ladies' action down in Goodman as the ladies are facing off with Holmes. And, Adam, it sounds like we've got a stalemate going on down there.
Yeah, as we take a look in real quick on this one, it's been a 7-0 game for quite a while now. Holmes just hit a three-pointer in that contest to be able to make it a 4-point game, so not a whole lot of scoring going on there at Holmes. As we know, this is a place that the Lady Indians have struggled to play in the past. So we're going to take you to that and let you watch that here, part of Little Caesars halftime report, as we'll take you now to the game there in Goodman.
4 minutes to go. Ball down low with Bogan. Her shot off, rebounded by Chloe Edwards for the Lady Indians. 3:45 to go as Shamaria Overton with a good pass down low, but denied at the basket by Zanaya Bogan, and she will do a little too much contact and commit the foul. That's going to be the first foul on Zanaya Bogan. And coming in for the Lady Bulldogs is Shatoria Veen in for Gabby Bunch, and number 11, Jalacia Smith coming in for Sanaya Bogan. That'll send, after the foul on Bogan, that'll send Zaire Burgess to the line for 2 for the Lady Indians. First free throw up and off from Burgess. Second free throw up from Burgess. And good. 1 for 2 at the line for Zaire Burgess. Ball given to Shatoria Veen. Both teams showing an early full court press. As Shatoria Veen is able to get the ball off after losing her footing. Saved by Jordan Manning, but stolen away by Nadia Gillespie. Layup off, rebounded by Gillespie. Back out to Shamaria Overton. Given to our Destiny Harris. And back up top with Harris. Now back to Overton. And they're going to call foul down low. Looks like it's going to be on Morgan Williams. This will be her second foul. The second foul called on Morgan Williams here in this first quarter. And it'll be the freshman, number 32, Symphony Berry, in for Morgan Williams. As the Lady Bulldogs go more with a taller approach down low under the basket. First free throw up and good from Nadia Gillespie. .310 to go. Shot up and good from Nadia Gillespie. 2 for 2 at the line for Gillespie.
And there you see now ICC takes a 10-3 lead. That's in the first quarter of play. If you want to watch that one, you can check it out at HolmesMediaCC.com. It's over there on the Cardinal channel. Appreciate Steve Diffie and everything the group over there at Holmes is doing for us there. We're going to take a break here. A few words from our sponsors, including Little Caesars, as ICC trails at 47-31 here at the break.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not big pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing. Yep, tastes like $1,000,000.
Pepperoni cheeser, only $7.
Pizza, pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Back underway here from Fulton as Holmes holds a 16-point advantage after the first half. They also have the basketball as Talley, who was 3 for 3 from 3 in the first half, jacks up one there, no good. Offensive board, though, comes to Olanika, and he finishes it for his first points of the night as the big fella down low breaks into the scoring column.
Jordan, biggest lead tonight, 49-31. Holmes up by 18. We just started the second half.
See some fresh faces out there to open up the second half as Kean Mims out there, Brown's out there, Deshaun Berry. They didn't start the game originally, but they're opening up the second half as I'm sure Coach Bozeman not very happy there at the halftime break.
I think you're correct, Jordan.
There's Berry trying to drive the lane, gives off to Jones, and he shuffled his feet. And we talked a minute ago in the halftime show. What do you have to do to have a chance? You got to eliminate the unforced turnovers, and boom, first offensive possession, there's another one.
49-31, Indians down by 18. 19 minutes left in the ball game.
Into that half-court trapping zone again. It's down low to Olanika, and he rips the backboard, or the rim off the backboard again there. As he got it wide open off the block, he flushes it. It's a 20-point lead now for the Dogs.
Got to keep her composure. Got to find a way to score here.
Good pass down low to Mims. He gives off to Brown, who finds himself wide open. Olanika went for the block but missed, and Brown's able to finish it.
Need a lot more of those. Got to play some good defense. Got a little 1-2-2 press here.
Trying to trap the basketball out of the timeline. Now back to Talley, off left side with Anthony. Now down low to Olenika again. He puts it up off the right side. Won't go. Gets his own board, and it does go the second time, as Olenika did not score in the first half, and he has 6 consecutive points here to open up the second half.
53-33. Bulldogs up by 20. Indians have the ball. 18-10 left in the ball
Mims
game.
with a good move and a good pass back to Hamilton. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled and will have a chance at the line to make good on that. That's a good pass coming down the lane, and no-look variety from Kean Mims. Got it off to Walter Hamilton. And now we'll see the freshman go to the charity stripe. Hamilton's 4 of 6 on the year from the free throw line. So that's first foul for Holmes here in the second half. It goes against Olenika, his third. First free throw by Hamilton's off the back iron, no good. And, Jim, what was that free throw number from the first half?
We were 3 for 7, now we're 3 for 8.
Yeah, so, I mean, turnovers and free throws. That'll win you or lose you a lot of basketball games.
About it.
Here comes the second one from Hamilton. It's off the back iron, no good, and rebounded out there by Ahmad Anthony. So a 20-point advantage for Holmes, 18 to play here in the second half. As Clark has it, pulls up from 3 steps inside the three-point line, no good, and Mims with the board for the Indians. Outlet pass comes to Brown. Up the near sideline he comes, working against Anthony there. Thought about pulling up for 3, gave to Mims, now got it back, thought about it again, and now they swing it over the floor. Barry straight up with it, now back to Mims off right side. Only guy down low is Walter Hamilton. Now driving the lanes, Jones. Back corner 3 for Barry, front iron no good, and rebounded by Higgins. And here they come. 4-on-2 out in transition as he works up the left side. Good pass, gets it back to his own guy as ICC caught up defensively. Got in there, knocked the basketball loose, and got it back. That was a good closeout.
Good block by Walter Hamilton.
Here's Brown up the lane. Contact, gets it to go anyway. No foul call. And back now down to 18 points.
Got to play good defense right here, and we cannot turn the ball over when we get the ball, Jordan.
There's a whistle and a timeout by Jason Flanagan. Doesn't like how his offense looks against ICC defensively. As pretty much we could say so far through the second half, it's LJ Olenika 6 and Brandon Brown 4, because that's where we're at through the second half. But 53-35, Holmes leads ICC, 17-15 to go in the contest. Let's hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be back after this. ICC Basketball on ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
53-35, Holmes leads ICC, 17-15 to go in this one as LJ Olenika has 6 points in the second half for Holmes. Brandon Brown has 4 points for ICC. That's been all the scoring we've seen so far here in the second half. ICC, you got to eliminate turnovers. You got to get good possessions every time down the floor as you trail by 18. Now Talley for 3, rattles around, no good, and board cleared by Kean Mims. Mims bringing it up the floor himself. Working there against Ahmad Anthony. Gets it off into the lane, puts up off the right side glass, fouled in the process, and will go to the line for 2. That's what Mims can do. Mims hasn't scored tonight, but he has a knack for getting the basketball there in the lane, fighting through contact, and getting to the free throw line.
No doubt about it. Very aggressive. He's got to make these free throws now.
That's the next addition to his game. Is that if he can be a 70% free throw shooter, he can average double digits for you. His first free throw's up and good for the freshman Mims.
First point of the ball game for Kean.
Went off 6 straight games with double digits, had 18 points against East Mississippi a couple weeks ago. Both free throws in and good for Kean, and that's what you want to see from him off the stripe there. So 53-37, 16-point lead for Holmes, under 17 to play. As, man, shot out of a cannon. Here they come up the floor with Higgins. He gets it to go off the left side. Is off that inbound pass with the press. They just shot the basketball up the floor.
Very athletic, very quick.
Higgins, 6 points now tonight, averaging 19, so ICC's taking him away primarily. His entry pass down low to Brown. They're going to get Weatherspoon for a hold. First team foul for Holmes here in the second half. First foul personally on Weatherspoon. So we'll have an entry pass down low. 18-point lead for Holmes, 16-38 here to play. Entry pass across the floor to Barry. Now gives off to the wing to Jones. Pulls the trigger on a 3. It won't go. We hit 6 threes in the first half. Have not been able to connect on 5 tries here so far in the second half. Higgins Finds Talley off the right side, being defended by Mims. Got it off in the lane, but a whistle on the drive. Foul goes on Mims. I believe that's his third personal. Team's third here in the second half, and Mims is now in a little bit of foul trouble.
55-37, Holmes up by 18, 16-24 left in the ball game.
As Barry subs off the floor, T.J. Wallace checks back in. Wallace had a good first half, 7 points for the Indians. Holmes trying to get it in down low. Finally, they do. Ball blocked from behind by Hamilton, and ICC controls it, but it's knocked loose by Clark. Clark gets it back. He lost control of it out of bounds, and ICC gets it back again. But there were several different swings and turnovers right there within about a 5-second span.
Good defense by the Indians. Got to take advantage of this. Down by 18. Got a lot of time left. 16-17 left in the ball game.
Holmes looks like they're going to go back into their full court press here. They've got Anthony on the ball defending Mims as he tries to throw it in. No movement. Somebody's got to move there to get the basketball. Finally, Rod Jones is able to come up and get it. And now he and Brandon Brown will try to tag team up the floor. Break the press. Brown being defended out beyond the circle by Weatherspoon. Man-to-man on the defensive end. Mims now has it off left side wing. He's defended there by Anthony. No movement on the offensive end. It's Hamilton with it. Out straight top, 10 on the shot clock. Back to Mims. So they're trying to get it consistently to Brown down low as the ball was knocked loose, almost went in. Back to Hamilton, can't get it to go. Offensive board comes to Brown, and he throws it off of Darius Clark for Holmes, and ICC will maintain possession, 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Good hustle by Brandon Brown to keep the ball, keep the possession.
He's got to get some movement on the offensive end. Pass came into Jones. He thought about the three, went against it, put up a floater in the lane, couldn't get it, and the board was cleared by Higgins for Holmes. And Higgins likes to get the basketball and flat out go up the floor. He was shot out of a cannon there, dribbled it off his leg, though, out of bounds, and ICC gets it back.
He is super fast.
A little topsy-turvy turnovers both ways, just sloppy here out the gate in the second half. Both teams. As Stacy checks onto the floor, subs off Hamilton. Tremontis Mitchell comes onto the floor. He'll take off Rod Jones. So on the floor for ICC's Mims, Stacy, Brown, Wallace, and Mitchell. And they're again going to have to break this press from Holmes. And they're going to try to do that with Brandon Brown. He'll walk the basketball up the floor, being defended by Brandon Weatherspoon. They'll switch off out top with Anthony. Now back right side corner to Mitchell. Mims now has it out top left side of the key. Pass comes over the top to Brown, and again, they got a foul call down low. That's 2 times here in the second half they've tried to get that overpass into Brandon Brown, and Holmes has got called for a hold both times.
They're trying to get the ball to him underneath.
First foul on Ahmad Anthony, 4th team foul. As Brown throws the ball into Stacy, wide open three out of the corner. It's bottom of the net for Hunter Stacy as he hits the three for the second time tonight. And I tell you what, the freshman out of Biggersville, you give him that much room, he's going to knock it home.
He'll knock it down. He's got 7 points tonight. 15 minutes left in the ball game. Indians got a long way to go. Down by 15, but we got plenty of time.
15-point advantage. Man-to-man is the set. Talley working with the left hand. Gives off now to Anthony, working back across the floors. That's Thornton out there now instead of Anthony. We've got a whistle and a travel call. And a unforced turnover there again for Holmes. As, you know, the turnover bug bit ICC bad early in this one. Holmes has been bit by it now, too. As Adams slipped me a note over here. 22-9, the ICC ladies leading Holmes, second quarter down in Goodman. As that's a big contest for the ladies there. They need to pull away with a victory tonight in Goodman. Tough place to play always. 15-point advantage for Holmes in this one. ICC led it 2-0, has not led since. 15 on the shot clock. Wallace swings back to Mims, pulls up for three, straight on. It hits the bottom of the net there for Kean Mims. Well, not known as a three-point shooter, but he's going to get into the three-point column. Only his third made three of the year.
We'll take it.
So back down to a 12-point advantage. As you know, when you trail by 16 all the way out to 20, it's going to take some threes to get you back into it. But Talley right there again. Every time ICC feels like they're getting the game to close back in, Talley's been right there with a three. Brown shot out of a cannon up the floor, fouled from behind. And now they got to decide if they're going to call that a shooting foul. Was he headed up towards the goal, or is that on the floor? I'm going to think they probably say on the floor. Foul goes on Talley, his second personal.
I got Talley with 12. Is he 4 from 6, 3-point line?
4 for 6 from 3, yeah. And for on the year, I mean, we could talk stats all you want to. On the year, he's not shot it nearly that well. But he shot well here tonight, and that's all that matters in this one. It's back to a 15-point advantage. Ball comes in out top to Mims. He's got the hot hand right now offensively. As you can see, Brandon Brown working down to that low post. They're trying to get it there. They got it to him and deflected off his hand. Ended up in Mitchell's arms. Now he's going to pull up for three off the right side wing. Front iron, no good, and rebounded by Higgins. You got to watch Higgins. He's going to want to take off running quickly when he gets it. So he's cut off out top by T.J. Wallace. Higgins working with the left hand, now back right against Wallace. Kicks off right side to Talley. Now back with Higgins, 15 on the shot clock. 13:35 to play. Holmes leads by 15. Now left side, back over the right side. Now swung back to Talley. Down low with Olenika. He's going to pull up and fade away. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound tapped around, now kicked around, and it's kicked off the foot of Darius Clark for Holmes, and ICC will have the basketball.
58-43. Bulldogs up by 15. 13:20 left in the ball game.
It's been sloppy play both ways early on in the second half of this one. Brown had 5 points at the half. 4 points here quickly in the second half. The lead scoring with 9 for ICC. Stacy's got it, pulls up three out of the corner. It rolls all around the rim and will not go, and rebounded by Caleb Higgins. Higgins, here he comes again. Nice pass over in the corner to Talley, pulls up for three, and again, bottom of the net. Talley, 5 of 7 from three-point range tonight. 15 points for the sophomore from Starkville.
And all threes.
Yeah, all threes. I don't remember him attempting a shot that was not a three so far here tonight. They've all been big threes as well. It's back out to 18 points. Mims gets it back right side, lays it in off the assist from Brandon Brown.
Good job of Brandon Brown, found Mims for the layup.
There's good chemistry between Brown and Mims, too. As throughout the year, you can see the two of those guys work well together down the floor. Pull up three from Brandon Weatherspoon in and good. And now we're back to a 19-point advantage for Holmes. Timeout on the floor, and ICC just scratching their heads as they've not been able to get anything going consistently here in this one tonight. Let's take a break. Let's hear from those sponsors. Let's come back right after this. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Back to a 19-point advantage as Holmes led it by 16 at the half. ICC's cut it to as much as 12. But, Jim, every time that lead gets cut, Holmes starts firing those threes again and answers it.
They're hitting those threes. They're playing very well tonight. We got to keep it up. Can't turn the ball over. Got to hit some shots. Down by 19. Plenty of time. 12:25 left in the ball game.
Some fresh faces out there here for Holmes as Micah O'Ewen has checked into the contest for the first time tonight. ICC working against that press. Swing pass down low to T.J. Wallace in and good foul in the process. He'll go to the line for another as he got there off the left side and finished and was hit from behind.
TJ's played well tonight. Just hadn't shot it enough. Get him the ball.
Been a little bit timid with the basketball. He's a great slasher, too. If some guys have that knack to get to the rim, he's got value in that as he does a really good job in slashing to the rim and finishing when he gets there. The foul goes against Asa Williams. Williams second, team sixth, so free throws rest of the way out here for ICC. Free throw up and good, old-fashioned three-point play there for TJ. He's got 10. Back in that 1-2-2 press. O'Ewen rushed the ball up the floor to Talley. Now swings it back to Williams. Now reset out top with Higgins. ICC still in that trapping mindset. Going to trap the basketball when they have the opportunity. O'Ewen gets it off the free throw line, attacks right side, and finishes with a lay-in off the right side glass. Just not good closeout defense there by the Indians.
Gave him the lane, took the layup. Good job of Holmes.
Hey, you know, if you give him the lane, you take the lane. That's typically how that's going to work. Bounce pass to Mims in the lane. He puts up off back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound, fights through contact, up, no good again, but it's fouled. And they've really got their choice as to who to call this one on. It could go on Gray. It can go on O'Ewen. We'll see which one they go with.
I think it's Gray.
As they're going to get O'Ewen.
O'Ewen, okay. I'm wrong.
Get O'Ewen for it. 7th team foul. This is going to be a two-shot variety here for Mims, who has struggled at times this year off the free throw line. He was 2 of 2 on that last trip. Here he is, up and good. So 3 made consecutively for Kean. And that's the one spot in his game where he's got an area to improve, as he's had a really good year freshman out of Fort Mills High School, Fort Mills, South Carolina. That free throw line's not been his friend much, but he's made 4 in a row there.
Good job again.
So still 16-point advantage for Holmes as they're going full-blown full-court press here. Mims on the ball against O'Guin, trying to defend the inbound. Finally able to get it in there to Higgins. And now you got to watch for the trap again. Higgins is quick. He's going to be tough to trap as he's shot out now behind the back at the three-point line. Hands it off right side. Ball's blocked from behind by Brown, and ICC's got it back. Nice job there by Brandon Brown to get in there, not foul, and block the shot. 2-3 zone. Mims has it. Contact again. Shot goes. Count the basket. And to the line he goes for one more.
Mims has got 11 points here in the second half.
We've only played 9 minutes here in the second half. As Mims a little gingerly getting up there. But it's going to be 7 consecutive games in double digits for Kean Mims, as he had not scored at the half, and he scored 11 through 8 minutes and 42 seconds here in the second half. And, Jim, he's done it attacking the basket.
He's attacking the basket, which they've stopped Brandon from doing that, so we got the ball to Mims. He's keeping us in the ball game.
Foul goes on Micah O'Guin, his second and as many trips down the floor. Free throw up, 5 of 5 down the stretch here for Mims off the free throw line as well. So cut back down to 13 points. Entry pass now comes up the floor quickly, ends up in the hands of Talley. Now Higgins is going to reset offensively. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Got time to do whatever you want to offensively here if you're Holmes.
Jordan, we got plenty of time. 11 minutes left in the ball game, down by 13.
Higgins working against Mitchell, kicks left side to Talley. Talley was hit as he shot the three, no foul call. Ends up back in the arms of Oniqua. But as ICC gets it back, foul called about 80 feet away from the basket. And ICC's in the 1-and-1. There's going to be free throws here. 9 team fouls on Holmes, 1 team foul on ICC, 10:54 to go in the contest. That's quite the discrepancy there, but, you know, it's accurate.
It's accurate, and I hope it plays a part late in the ball game for us.
That's the 4th foul there on LJ Olenika. The big fella had 6 quick points for Holmes out of the gate here in the second half. But he's in some foul trouble now. He's going to have to go spend some time on the bench with Coach Flanagan. Barry, Deshaun that is, will go to the free throw line for these. 1-and-1 variety. First one, back iron, now front iron, rolls around in and good.
Needed it.
You always want to hit the front end of that 1-and-1. You don't want to give those opportunities away. So back down to a 12-point advantage. Opportunity to cut this to the lowest lead of the night, at least in the second half. And Deshaun does just that, cuts it down to 11. So this is as close as it's been throughout the second half. 11-point advantage for Holmes, 10:50 to play in the contest.
When's the last time I told you we made our last 6 free throws?
It's been a while. Definitely been a while. There's a whistle away from the basket, lots of contact, carnage all over the floor there. They're going to say Shermontis Mitchell called for the foul down low. About 15 feet away from the basket, as that's the 3rd on Shermontis, team 2nd. So you got some fouls to play with, but still, this is where you got to watch for the officials to try to even it up sometimes. If you got 9 on one team, only 2 on the other, that whistle will start getting blown a little more frequently if you're not careful.
Jordan, this is the closest we've been in a while. Down by 11, plenty of time left in the ball game, 10:42.
Talley to throw the ball in for Holmes. Entry pass comes down low. Now give and go back to Higgins. And I'm still having trouble telling the difference in Higgins and Talley. And from all the way across there, from where we're sitting here in the corner, they look a lot alike. Pull up Jay for Higgins, won't go. Rebounded by Wallace. And Brown has it out front. He wants to run. Going to attack off left side. Euro step in the lane. Gets it to go with the left hand. And Jim, we're back to single digits.
Good job of Brandon. Took the lane. We drove the ball like we've been talking about.
Here comes Higgins. He'll drive the ball as well as Brandon Brown now in the double digits with 11 points on the night. 11 for him. Also 11 for Kean Mims. They're your leading scorers for ICC here tonight. Almost at the 10-minute mark as Deshaun Berry dives for the basketball. He's got it. Timeout called. ICC's got possession. They trail by 9, and they got a chance to cut it even deeper. What a hustle play there by Deshaun Berry. 66-57. Holmes leads at 10:04 to play in this one. Let's hear from our sponsors. Be back after this. ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
66-57, Holmes has really controlled the tempo of the entire contest, but the last 2 or 3 minutes has seen ICC go from trailing by 20 to only trailing by 9.
Good job. We're down by 16 at half, as you mentioned. We're only down by 9 now. We have the ball. We got a full 10 minutes left in the ball game. Need to take advantage.
ICC, I really think it really all started with the press on the defensive end. That caused a little bit of frustration for Holmes offensively. Done a great job rebounding, and then Kean Mims and Brandon Brown, you can't say enough about what they've been able to do so far here in the second half.
No doubt, and Kean Mims has been driving to the basket. We mentioned he's got 11 points all here in the second half.
So on the floor here for ICC, Brown, Mims, Berry, Wallace, and Mitchell. That's your 5 out there for the Indians. Man-to-man defense on that end for Holmes. Mims has it off the right side. Swing pass to Wallace. Drives the lane now out front with Mitchell. Pull up 3. Back iron no good and rebounded by Holmes and Anthony. Higgins with it. Swings the pass across the floor to Talley. And boy, he's been good from 3, but that one hit the side glass. 3-on-2 in transition. Brown swing pass to Wallace. Right side gets it to go, and now it's cut down to 7 as the assist by Brandon Brown.
What a pass by Brandon Brown. Great
pass. Got to get out in transition and run the floor, and that's good vision there by Brown. 7-point lead for Holmes. Under 10 to play, 9:20 to go in the contest. And you can see trying to play with a little more nerves there on the offensive end is Holmes. As things have slowed down. The game has slowed down for them.
And we picked up our intensity on defense, too.
Weatherspoon's got it, working against Berry. Good defense there by Deshaun. It's front iron by Weatherspoon. That shot never had a chance. Good closeout by Berry. He was all over him on the defensive end. Pass down low to Wallace. He spins in the lane, fades away off the glass. Front iron couldn't get it quite to go, as that may have been just a little bit too much there for Wallace.
Very close. We've cut it to 7. 8:45 left in the ball game. Holmes up by 7.
That momentum is back on the ICC bench, though, no doubt, as it had escaped for the better part of the basketball game. But it's over there now as they can smell a chance of getting back into this one. Talley now pass down low off the block, working. Gets it back, pulls up for 3, and hits the bottom of the net. And I'm telling you, Jim, every time they've needed a shot, Tyler Talley's answered it. 6 threes tonight for the sophomore. Had 3 in the first half for 9. He's got 3 in the second half for 9. Back to a 10-point lead. Mims off wing left side, swings it to Mitchell. Now back Wallace on the corner. Still in a man-to-man set. Wallace has it off the right side arc. Gets it down low to Brown. Brown's by himself, and I didn't know if he's going to get that call or not, but they're going to get a trip call as he turned off his left to get it down low. That's a shooting foul, but that's the 10th foul nonetheless, so it's going to be 2 shots coming here for Brandon. Foul's going to be on Brandon Weatherspoon, his second, team's 10th, so it's 2 rest of the way through. You got 8 minutes for that. So, I mean, you talk about an opportunity here for ICC. You want to attack the basket here because you got a chance to shoot a lot of free throws.
No doubt about it. And I got Brandon with 11 points tonight.
Brandon's a 69% free throw shooter on the year. First one's up and good. 5 points in the first half, 7 in the second half here for Brandon. He's averaging 19. He's well on his way to getting back to that average. So as we stand, leads at 9 for Holmes. They've led it in the second half by as much as 20, but now it's cut down to 8 off 2 free throws by Brandon Brown. And there's timeout on the floor. 69-61, Holmes leads, just a tick over 8 minutes to play here in this one. But Jim, I didn't know if we were going to get it, but we've got a contest in front of us here. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
69-61, Holmes leads ICC, but Jim, ICC has scrapped and clawed and got their way back into a contest.
Jordan, let me say this. Another big point here in the second half. Holmes has not been to the free throw line, and we've made 10 in the second half.
That's a big difference. And I mean, it was a 16-point game at the half. Holmes is led by as much as 20. You just do a little math there, and you can see that helps you catch up, no doubt about it. Good news is 10 fouls on Holmes, so ICC shooting 2 rest of the way through here tonight. 8-point advantage for the Maroon. Higgins has it off left side. Now back to Weatherspoon out top. Weatherspoon, good-looking athlete out top of the key. Now here's Talley. Front iron, no good. As you got to be careful with that fella. He's been good from 3, 6 of them tonight for Holmes.
Jordan got a chance to cut it deeper here. We're down by 8 and have the ball. 7:25 left in the ball game.
Mims, right side corner, skip pass across the floor. Is going to bounce off the hands of Shamontis Mitchell and out of bounds. And that's back to what we talked about in the first half. You cannot have those unforced turnovers.
And we've done a better job, but that hurt us there. We had a chance to cut it down to 6 or 5. We're still down by 8 with 7:24 left in the ball game. Holmes has the ball.
You saw Eric Bozeman a couple weeks ago in that win against Northeast go to 5 guys down the stretch. He really depended on those and didn't sub much. That's what you've seen him do here tonight as well. He's got a trust out there in Brandon and TJ. Rod Jones, I believe, has checked into the game a few times. His alley-oop down low as Weatherspoon's now flushed that twice. But also on the floor, Shamontis as well as Kean Mims. That's his 5 down the stretch here. He's really stuck with those guys. As we've got a whistle. It looks like Weatherspoon may have came down funny after the dunk as he, for the second time tonight, threw down the alley-oop. But he's limping off that right ankle back to the bench. As he subs off the floor, Asa Williams, sophomore out of Salon, Ohio, back onto the floor. And we'll see what happens with Weatherspoon. He's over across the way trying to stretch that thing out. Maybe it's a cramp. It looks like this. Yeah, he's stretching out a cramp over there, it looks like. So 10-point advantage for Holmes, under 7 to play. Mims has it down low. Pass over the top to Brown. Puts it up off the glass. Too hard. Won't go. Rebounded by Wallace. He kicks out right side now. Swings around the floor out top with Jones. Pass deflected back into his hands. Now Wallace, 2 steps inside the three-point line. Pull-up jumper, bottom of the net. T.J. Wallace is good tonight for 13 points. 14 points,
14. He gets 7 each half.
And back to 8. ICC's not been able to cut it past 8 as Darius Clark goes into the lane. A whistle on the floor.
Hope that's not Mims.
And it is on Mims. That's his 4th personal. So if you're Bozeman, you got to make a decision, and that decision looks like it's been made as they're going to sub him off the floor with 6:17 to go. Deshaun Berry is going to sub back in as Kean has played well down in the second half here. 12 points after not scoring in the first half, but the foul trouble has bit Kean from behind. And he's going to have to spend a couple minutes on the bench, but, you know, you can't leave him over there very long. He's played too well. He's going to be back in before long. 8-point advantage, 6:15 to go. As a fadeaway jump shot's airballed underneath the goal by Asa Williams and cleared by ICC. Now
Good
Brandon.
defense by Berry. Good defense.
Wallace with it, left side wing. Kicks now right side to Jones. Into the corner with Berry. Berry thinks about going down low. Now works back to his left. Wallace out straight now top. Down low with Mitchell. 12 on the shot clock. Got to make something happen offensively. Mitchell picks up his dribble. Now kicks to Jones. Now to the free throw line with Berry. He's going to hand off to Wallace. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up off the front iron. No good, but was fouled him to go to the line for 2 shots. Got bailed out there. So we'll see who this one goes against. It's on Higgins. Higgins' first personal. Again, team's over 10, so it's 2 free throws rest of the way through. And we'll see T.J. Wallace go to the line. Wallace 1 of 2 off the stripe tonight. And we said, on the year, he's not shot very many. Only attempted 9 free throws on the year coming into the night. But need these 2 here. First one up and good for T.J. So that gives him 15 on the night, leading scorer for the Indians.
Jordan, we hadn't been this close in a while. We're down by 16.5. We're down by 7 now with 5:41 left and could cut it to 6.
Yeah, this is a chance to cut it to 6 for the first time since about the 17-minute mark in the first half. Can't do it, though, as it rattles in and around. No good. 7-point is the lead here for Holmes. 5:35 to play in the contest. Got to buckle down here on defense. Need to get a stop. Need to get offense back to basketball. As Higgins has it, he's in control of the offense. Knows they got some time they can burn. Clark has it, spin move right side, in and good, and they're going to go to the line for one more. As they did that 4 times in the first half, 4-and-1 opportunities in the first. Now they're going to have a chance for a 5th here down the stretch in the second half.
5:21 left in the ball game. This is the first time they've been to the free throw line in the second half.
That's remarkable there, as ICC has lived on the free throw line here in the second half, but Holmes has not even attempted a free throw. As that foul was on T.J. Wallace, his 3rd, team's 4th. As the free throw by Darius Clark rattles around in and good. So make that 9 points on the night for Darius Clark. Clark came into the night averaging 7.5, so he's right there at about his average, and he's played well tonight. He's that good 4 guy. He can stretch you out wide. He can slash you. He can do a lot of things for Holmes on the offensive end. So 10-point advantage, 5:20 to go. Stacy back into the contest for the Indians. Going to try to go up and over with Brown again. The ball got knocked loose, and here comes Holmes. Unforced turnover again for ICC. And this is where you're going to see Coach Jason Flanagan say, let's back off, let's pump the brakes a minute, let's make sure we get good looks. We're up by 10, we got 5 minutes to go. Time's on our side here down the stretch. Higgins out top, 14 reads the shot clock, being defended on ball by Shermontis Mitchell. Starts right, now back left, pulls it out, is going to reset once again. Kicks right side with Asa Williams, and he's fouled. Bump foul there by T.J. Wallace with 4 seconds on the shot clock. And this is what stinks about that is that's only 5 fouls, so they're not going to the free throw line, but it resets the shot clock back to 20. And a timeout on the floor. 74-64, Holmes leads, 4:46 to go. Let's take this timeout with them. We'll be back right after this on ICC Basketball on the Icc Sports Network.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved off the road a lot because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The top's right here, look.
You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
(74-64), Holmes leads this one, 4:45 to go as they go down low with Anthony. Puts off right side. It rolls around the rim, in and good. Now, Jim, I was just about to say, if ICC wants a shot, they got to get some stops on the defensive end.
No doubt about it. They push it back up to 12, 4:30 left in the ball game.
Brandon Brown's got it, hands off to Mitchell. Got to score quickly, and got to score a lot to get back in this one as he trailed by 12, 4:25 to go. Out top with Mitchell, working against Darius Clark, picks up his dribble, up and over again to Brown's going to try to finish off right side. Can't get it the first time, gets his own board, and is able to put it in, and good whistle and a timeout by Eric Bozeman. Let's take that timeout as well. 76-66, Holmes leads by 10, 4:14 to go. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
76-66, Holmes leads ICC, 4:14 to go in the contest. Jim, if you're ICC, you got to dial up your press, you got to get some stops, you got to force some turnovers, you got to be good on the offensive end.
No doubt about it. We've got to force some turnovers and got to get defensive rebounds when we make them miss. We've got time. We've got 4:14 left, down by 10.
Look for that full court press. Here it comes as Darius Clark inbounds the ball to Weatherspoon, and he's going to go to work against Shermontis Mitchell, and actually ICC is going to back and let him walk it up the floor. Mims tries to institute a trap there as he crosses half court. He's able to work through it and get the ball to Higgins. And Higgins, he's quicker than a hiccup with the basketball. You got to watch him carefully. He's defended off left side wing by Stacy. 10 seconds on the shot clock as under 4 minutes we go in the game. Higgins walks around out top. Now he's going to start right, back left, now into the lane, right side. He's going to easily lay it up there. It's just an easy look on the offensive end. Pushes the lead back out to 12. Well, Higgins isn't going to get to his average of 19 tonight, but he's got 8, and there have been 8 big ones for him. 12-point advantage. ICC's got to have points, got to have them quickly. As Jones drives off right side, gets around contact. He's fouled. Missed the shot, but was fouled, and will go to the line here for 2. Foul goes on 5, Tyler Talley. Man, Talley, he's got to be the player of the game so far tonight. 18 points on 6 of 9 3-point shooting. And, you know, sometimes guys hit big shots, and he's hit big ones here so far tonight. As Jones to the line. First one rolls all over the place and falls for the freshman Jones. His first points here of the second half. Had 8 in the first half, led scoring for Icc. But only scored that 1 here so far in the second half. Second one from Jones, up and good. Back to a 10-point advantage. 3:26 to go in this one. Holmes leads it by 10 with the ball. Into the center of the floor with Higgins. Ball nearly got knocked loose. He forces it up with Clark. Now Icc is going to try to trap there. Back to Higgins. He'll reverse field back to the left side. Now he's being defended on ball there by Brandon Brown. Just between the legs, going to work there is Higgins. Going to let that clock run down again. He's been very much in control of the offense seemingly all night. Now left hand behind the back. Now right hand into the lane. Pass over in the corner for 3 with Clark. It's up and bottom of the net and good. And that was probably your dagger right there.
Big time shot. Really hurts us. We're down by 13. 2:50 left in the ball game.
Clark's another guy, role player. Been very good on both ends of the floor here tonight. As I've been impressed by Holmes, specifically on the offensive end. They got a very athletic bunch down there. Mitchell into the lane, spin move, fouled from behind as he put it up. He'll go to the line for 2 as the clock stops with 2:42. Icc trailing by 13.
I don't think Coach Flanagan wants their players fouling right now.
Yeah, I would say probably not.
Stopping the clock, give them a chance to get 2 points for the clock stopped.
As you know, Jim, this game is totally different from the game we had, at Holmes back about a month ago. As that was a 66-45 game Holmes won. We've scored almost 50 more points in this one tonight than we scored in that one. We've still got 3 minutes to go. His first shot by Mitchell, back iron, no good. That foul was on Tyler Talley, his 4th. Second one by Mitchell, up and good. That's Mitchell's first point tonight. As subs on the floor, Mitchell will sub off. We'll see Kean Mims come back into the game.
81-69. Holmes up by 12 with the ball. 2:35 left in the ball game.
Mims out there with 4 fouls, so you want him on the floor. You got to be careful. His turnovers forced, and here comes Icc. 3-on-1 in transition to Wallace. He goes right side, lay in, good, and that cuts us back to 10 points. Whistles across the floor. Timeout called by Eric Bozeman again. They're going to try to draw up something a little bit differently here, probably on the press. 10-point advantage. Holmes leads at 81-71. 2:24 to go. This is time for a timeout. We'll take it. Icc basketball on the Icc Sports Network.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1,000,000.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza.
10-point advantage for Holmes as it feels like the last 5 minutes of this game have taken an hour to play. And that's the problem with college basketball sometimes, is a 2-hour game, you take an hour to play the last 4 minutes. But nonetheless, we're in for the same thing here tonight. 81-71, Holmes leads at 2:24 to go. Lots of fouls called both ways in this one here tonight as well. Ball swung up the floor, dangerous pass there from Talley. Ball's being trapped there by Icc, knocked loose, picked up his dribble, and that was a dangerous spot to be in. As Clark gets it back, now kicks out top with Higgins, and they can reset offensively. 10 on the shot clock. They're going to try to use up as much of that time as they possibly can.
And Holmes is up by 10 with the ball.
Higgins, right side lane, good pass down low, getting it to Anthony. Anthony's tied up, and it's fouled, and we'll go to the line for 2. There's lots of contact there as he went up. Fouls on 15, TJ Wallace. That's his 5th. He's disqualified from the game.
TJ's had a good game tonight, had 17 points.
Yeah, he's played really well in the second half, too, and been probably a spark plug on the offensive end that's allowed you to stay in it and get it to be a 10-point game. It was a 6-point game with about 3 minutes to go, and it was a 20-point game with about 8 minutes to go. So, I mean, that tells you how quickly Icc was able to cut into it. And that was partly on the shoulders of TJ Wallace, who had one of his better performances as an Icc ball player here tonight.
You mentioned it, Jordan. He really slashes well to the ball, to the goal.
Ahmad Anthony at the free throw line for 2. First one right side, or left side iron, that is. No good. That's frustrating to a coach. As you up by 10, under 2 to play, you get to the free throw line and can't convert. That's the one thing that allows you to put games away. And when you can't do that, that can be very frustrating. The second one, it's back iron, no good. And I tell you, I mean, it's a 10-point game. Crazier things have happened than Icc getting totally back into this one. Under 2 to play. Brown's got it. He's going to drive 2 steps inside the three-point line, pull up, rattles around, no good. Needed that one if you're ICC offensively. You got to get up there quickly now on defense, though. You can't give them a lot of time. It's Higgins being defended right there on the ball by Daveshawn Berry. Berry just staying right there in that breadbasket, making it tough for him to do anything. Higgins is so good at the point guard spot, though. He knows how to move. He's athletic enough to generate himself some space and run that time off the clock. Ball swings all the way across the floor to Anthony, left hand, gets into the lane, dribble around Stacy, puts up off the glass, it rolls around in and good, and that feels like that probably is going to be the one that does it. 12-point advantage at a minute to play in the contest. There's a whistle on the floor and a foul. ICC will have free throws upcoming here. Foul goes on Anthony, his second. Holmes has got about 20 fouls here in the second half.
No doubt. 83-71, Holmes up by 12 with 1:07 left in the ball game.
First free throw by Brown, in and good. There's not many times you see Holmes, and, you know, no pun intended, they've probably got 15 fouls here in the second half. And ICC shot the free throws well. They were up 16 at the half. They're up 11 now. I mean, it has not hurt them whatsoever down the stretch here tonight. It's both free throws in and good for Brown. So cut the lead back to 10. 7 to play. And ICC back into that full-court press. Berry fought for the basketball. Got a hand on it as it flies out of bounds. They call a foul from behind. That's going to be 7th team foul on the Indians, so 1-and-1 opportunity. Foul goes on Berry, his third.
Good hustle by Berry. That's all you can do. You got a minute left in the ball game. You're down by 10. You got to try to steal. If you can't steal, you got to
go for the foul.
Got to stop the clock.
And we'll see Caleb Higgins go to the free throw line here. Higgins, he's one of the better free throw shooters in the league. Hasn't attempted any tonight, but he's 51 of 58 on the year. That's 88%. I would say that's definitely top 3 in the league. He misses one right on cue. Well, back iron, he heard me talking about him up here. There's some people in here tonight. I don't think he heard me out there. As Brown drives the lane, in and good. Count the basket. He'll go to the line for one more. And we got an opportunity to cut it down to 7 points here. Again, you've got to make the free throws there if you're Holmes. I mean, you have an opportunities, and that's 3 consecutive misses on that end. It's substitutions here as Pendleton checks onto the floor for Stacy. That's probably a defense for offense type substitution there for Coach Bozeman. Brown to the free throw line as ICC trails it by 8. BB shot him pretty good tonight. That one hits front iron and then off the back glass, no good. So leave it at an 8-point disadvantage for ICC. You got to go for the basketball or foul right here.
You got to steal or foul
you gotta be
right
quick.
now.
Higgins swings it up the floor to Anthony. Anthony's going to attack over there. Ball's knocked loose, and ICC's got it. Mims up the center of the floor, 3-on-2, and he throws it out of bounds. You know, I don't think that was that bad a pass. I don't think Pendleton was looking for it.
Not at all.
Rodarian Pendleton was taking that left side of the lane, and it just sailed through his hands out of bounds as Flanagan's going to take a timeout over across the way. 8-point advantage for his Holmes Bulldogs, 43.8 seconds to go. Let's take that timeout and come back after this. It's ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
$83.75 as the clock's running for some reason, and just 2 seconds just ran off the clock. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
I did.
2 seconds ran off the clock there, though. That's foul by Rod Jones on Darius Clark. Hey, you got to do that. You got to try to get the steal. If you can't get it, you got to foul. Trail by 8. They've not shot the free throws very well down the stretch here, Jim. So, I mean, get a miss here on the 1-and-1, get a bucket, and, I mean, you've got a 2-possession game.
They're 1 for 4 in the second half.
Going to make a couple substitutions here as Weatherspoon subs off the floor. Talley subs off the floor for Holmes. Big fella Olanika back out there, as well as Zantius Thornton on the floor. But Clark will go to the line here for these. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good, so he'll get a second. Pushes the lead out to 9, 36.9 seconds to go. Here comes the second one up from Clark. It's up and good as well. So good job off the free throw line there by Darius Clark. Clark has 14 tonight. So he's had a good night here in Fulton. ICC got to score quick. Brown with it, working against Clark. They're off the left side wing, drives in through contact, puts up off the glass, and somehow he got it to go in. He's that guy that sometimes he gets shots to go in, and I have no idea how they go in. As the entry pass comes to Olenika there, he's fouled from behind. I would think that would be one of the guys you would want to foul, as he's a 50% free throw shooter on the year, 10 of 20. It's an 8-point advantage for Holmes, 22.4 seconds left. So if you want any shot at all, and it's a far-fetched shot at this point, yeah, you need to have a front-end miss right here by Olenika. He puts the ball on the floor, gets into form, puts free throw up, rolls around in and good. So 9-point lead here as Olenika does the little fake slap of the hands there, trying to stay in rhythm after the made free throw. 7 points all here in the second half for L.J. Olenika, the freshman out of Garland, Texas. Second back iron, no good. Rebound by Mims, and here comes ICC. Trails by 9, under 20 seconds to play. Pendleton with it up the floor, pulls up off the elbow, bottom of the net, and good. Stop the clock at 15 seconds. Maybe just a case of a little bit too little too late, as you've definitely played a lot better here in the second half, Jim.
No doubt about it, Jordan. We got a foul now.
As I thought I heard Coach Bozeman saying don't foul, but it's a 7-point game, 11.3 seconds to go. I may have heard a fan saying that. Somebody was saying it somewhere. May have been Adam Gore sitting over here beside me saying that. As back to the free throw line, we'll go Darius Clark. He's got 14 tonight. He's got a chance to add a couple to it right here. It will be 2 shots. This is his 10th foul, so double bonus opportunity here for the Dogs. First one up, rolls around in and good. So back to an 8-point lead at 87-79. High scoring affair. I don't remember this high scoring affair we've had all year.
This is very high scoring.
That's the second one by Clark. It's back iron, no good. So does the same thing 2 trips in a row. But the lead is 8. Mims pull up 3 straight on. Back glass, no good. Rebound knocked out top. Controlled by Clark there. Passes it over to Higgins. Clock will run out, and Holmes has come into Fulton. They're going to sweep the season series with ICC, and they've won tonight 87-79. As the second half was much more kind to ICC as they outscore Holmes by 8 here in the second half, but they dug themselves a 16-point hole in the first half, and Jim, that's tough to work your way out of, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. We played very hard second half, made a run, just was too far behind, played a good basketball team tonight, give Holmes credit for finding a way to win.
Let's take a break. We'll come back with the Renaissance Bank post-game report. We'll wrap this one up, put a bow on top, and we'll send you home for the night. We'll set the stage for what the remainder of the season looks like for the men and the ladies. The ladies, by the way, leading 43-31 down in Goodman, so it looks like they're playing pretty well against Holmes on the road here tonight. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the Renaissance Bank post-game report right after this. This is ICC Basketball on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved off the road a lot because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The top's right here, look.
You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
87-79, Holmes knocks off ICC on their home floor here tonight. It was a big first half, pushed Holmes out to a 16-point advantage, and a big second half for ICC. Just couldn't quite cut it far enough as they outscored Holmes by 8 points here in the second half. But when you trail by 16 and after a half, Jim, it's hard to get yourself back into that one.
You're right, Jordan. They've got a good team. We made a good run at them, but we were too far behind. As you mentioned, 18, 20 points at halftime. We made a good run, just couldn't find a way to finish.
It was a three-point ball, kept ICC as close as they were in the first half. They made 6 threes in the first half, 2 in the second half, but got good play out of Brandon Brown, Kean Mims, and T.J. Wallace in the second half.
Yeah, we're going to say the player of the game is T.J. Wallace. Really slashed to the goal without the ball, found a way to score 17 big points tonight.
Sonic star of the game for the Indians tonight, T.J. Wallace, the sophomore out of Amory, with 17 points. Jim, take a look at those stats for us, rounded up for us tonight. Sonic stats coming from Jim Ingram here.
Again, Holmes won 87-79 tonight, and Holmes Bulldogs leading them tonight was, we mentioned, Tyler. Talley hit 6 threes, had 18 points. Anthony had 14. Higgins had 8. Darius Clark came off the bench, played very well, had 15 points. Williams had 2. O'Gwen had 2. Thornton had 7. And Mason Riley had 3. For the Indians tonight, Brandon Brown found a way, scored a lot of points second half, had 21 points. T.J. Wallace, we mentioned, had 17. Kean Mills played very well second half, had all 12 of his points second half. Hunter Stacy had 7 points. Mitchell had a point. Also, Rod Jones had double digits tonight with 10 points. Pendleton had 5. Deshaun Berry had 4, and Hamilton had 2.
That's a look at the numbers there from tonight's game. 87-79. Holmes knocks off ICC in men's action. Adam, let's kick it over for a Sonic Studio update. Let's take one final look at the women's action. Last score I had was ICC up 12. What's it look like down in Goodman right now?
Well, right now, just looking at it, ICC with a 44-37 lead. That's in the third quarter. They just hit a basket as soon as we say that, so they're up now 46-37. Holmes has made a little bit of a rally in this game, but ICC trying to keep pace with them there, get the season sweep of Holmes. As we said, Holmes, a very tough place, hasn't treated the Lady Indians well over the past few years, so this one far from over. If you want to watch that one, it's available on Holmes Media CC. That's HolmesMediaCC.com, and it's on the Cardinal channel.
Big contest there for Coach Robin Porter and her ladies down the road in Goodman. So Holmes improves to 8-3 in men's action. ICC falls to 5-7, and they won't be in action again until next Monday night unless something changes. They'll be back here again inside the friendly confines of the Davis Event Center against Northwest for a 5:30 tip time in that one. That's the story tonight as Holmes knocks off ICC 87-79. For Jim Ingram and Adam Gore, I'm Jordan Smith saying so long from Fulton. We'll talk to you next Monday night.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.